There are no villains in the Ukraine and Russia war. There are no villains there because yeah. What do I mean by that? What do I mean by there are no villains in the Ukraine versus Russia war? Right? Of course, Putin's the villain right now. Of course, right now, isn't the villain, right, guys. And like to answer the question right now, like yes and no. No, of course, no, of course the villain, of course the villain right now. But like this is what I'm trying to say. Like, nah, people understand that nah, like there are no heroes and villains. Just two people trying to put their own ideas out front. Like I'm gonna explain to you. This is what I'm trying to say. Like this whole thing is nuanced. Like this whole hero villain narrative right now are created by the media. And shit. Like, I feel like Trump right now with the whole deep state nonsense right now. But like this whole heroes and villains stuff right now are media created. There are no actual heroes and villains. Like you might say I'm crazy right now, but like let me explain to you guys why I'm saying there are no villains in this story right now. The reason why I'm saying okay before I say that, let me introduce myself quickly. Hello, my name is Anthony Context, or UTC for short. What I do here is why I show people a different perspective on certain issues, and I don't try to change your minds, your opinions. Whatever your opinion or mind is, it's up to you. You grow up person, make your own decision right now. I'm not here to change your minds. That's it. Like what I'm here to do to show you a different perspective. Where you choose to take that perspective is up to you. Anyway, let's go on with the video, right? So this whole thing right now. Why I say this, the reason why I said it is because of one reason right now. The reason is because of Russia and propaganda. Russia, they frame it like as we see, of course, right. But what we see is Russia invading Ukraine. But what Russia sees is Russia invading Ukraine because Russia has something that they want to take from Ukraine. See what I'm saying? Like the narratives. Okay, I understand people like I know like I'm trying to like be like some philosophical type thing. That's not the goal here right now. The goal is trying to be like, listen, as as hard as you try to make it seem right now, everyone wants to play the hero. There is no villains to this story, like because everyone wants to play the hero. Everybody wants to play the hero. Putin is playing the hero. He's saying I'm trying to defend Russia because I want to go to Ukraine for blah 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 blah. But again, he's framing it as him being a hero. And Ukraine, of course, being a hero. Of course, we all know that they're fighting back. Of course, shout to Ukraine again. This is something I always tell people a lot. The reason why I voted for Trump was because of the Ukraine war. I wanted this thing to end, right? But that whole shit aside, Ukraine right now, Ukraine itself right now. I want Ukraine to win this war, but that whole thing aside, but like generally speaking, just like I've always seen everyone trying to like put villain tags to people right now, but people don't acknowledge the fact that the reason why Putin is in the position in the first place right now is because everyone sees him a hero. Not everybody, but everybody in Russia. No one acknowledges the fact that Russia sees him as a hero. Most people, sometimes people do see him as a hero right now, but I feel like not everybody says it. Nobody says, oh, like one of the major factors of this whole thing is that everyone sees Putin as a hero, which is why they would actually encourage nigga to do it right now. Because if someone says, I'm the villain, I don't think anyone will support the nigga right now. I think you get my idea right now. Like the idea here is that the two heroes playing a match, and of course you know how this whole thing is right now. History is written by the victors right now. Hitler, a good example right now. He was seen as a hero for whole Nazi Germany right now. Mussolini, another big example right now, also seen as a hero in his country. Again, they weren't seen as villains, they were seen as heroes. One of the things that I want people to understand is that these are just two heroes fighting for their own stories to be answered. They're the two main characters. I know things to be answered right now. Like I want people to say that yeah, of course it makes it easier now. This hero is a villain, right? Of course right now. But like in a real life scenario right now, no odds are, and I say that like, with like 98% certainty right now, odds are you're playing against a hero. You're playing against another hero, fight for his own beliefs, own rights, own whatever. Again, what I'm trying to say is that to conclude what I'm saying right now, like this might sound like a whole nothing brother right now. If you don't, if you maybe never heard anything, what I'm trying to say is pretty simple like now. Like in this war, it might seem that oh gosh, Putin's a villain here, but like generally speaking, the only reason why he didn't able to get to this point where he is right now is because he's seen as a hero. They like same with Hitler, same with Mussolini. They will not be the only reason why people choose to fight for them because they see as a hero and the other guy sees as a villain right now. Like this whole thing is like it's not a hero villain fight, it's a hero fight. You know what I mean? So I mean again, like I know this might do nothing to over impact the war because right now hopefully it ends. But I want to talk about this whole thing because like I feel like nobody talks about the aspect that being hero is the most like is one of the biggest villain like being a hero is one of the most villainous moves you could ever do. Like no talk about that a lot, so I want to just talk about that. Yeah. So anyway, if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. I hope you have a great day. I don't say a lot, but like I mean, like this is still the context. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.